Today we are going to discuss a very interesting topic, our fourth house, which is the house of home, mother, happiness, vehicle and servants. Let's start first of all with home. So, first we will analyze the fourth house itself. Secondly, we will analyze the fourth house lord. Thirdly, we will analyze the natural significator for a house. If the house is with the land, then the natural significator will be Mars, and for an apartment it will be Venus. Let's start with the fourth house. Let's divide it in three categories: good, weak and neutral. Good. The fourth house is any one of the soft planet placed in it like Venus, Mercury and Jupiter. Presence of the moon, which is a natural significator in the fourth house. Fourth house is aspected by soft planet Venus, Mercury and Jupiter. The fourth house has no aspect of placement of harsh planet like Rahu, Ketu and Saturn in it. Lastly, the lord of 6, 8, 12 is not present in the fourth house. The fourth house lord present in the fourth house will make the house strong. The fourth house is occupied by lords of 1st, 2nd, 5th, 7th, 9th, 10th and 11th house of the horoscope. Weak condition. If the fourth house has a malefic planet like Saturn, Rahu, Ketu and any debilitated planet placed in it. If the fourth house has debilitated planet position in it. If the fourth house is under malefic Caesar yoga, harsh planet like Mars, Rahu, Saturn and Ketu on either side of the fourth house. If the fourth house has lords of 6, 8, 12 present in it. Neutral condition. If the rules of both the good and weak conditions are forming in the horoscope, then it will be considered neutral. Now, after this we will check the condition of the fourth house lord in the horoscope. Good condition. The fourth house lord is exalted in its own house or in directional strength. The fourth house lord is not with harsh planets like Saturn, Rahu and Ketu. The fourth house is in positive houses like 1st, 2nd, 5th, 7, 9, 10, 11 houses of the horoscopes. The fourth house lord in exchange with the lord of 1st, 2, 5, 7, 9, 10, 11 house lord of the horoscopes. Weak condition. The fourth house lord is in a debilitated condition. The fourth house lord is positions in 6, 8 or 12th house. The fourth house lord is in conjunction or aspected by 6th, 8th or 12th house lord. Neutral condition. If both the good conditions and the weak conditions manifest in the horoscope, then we will consider it the neutral condition of the fourth house lord. Now, after this we will look at the strength of the significator of land Mars in the house. Natural significator Mars. Good condition. Mars is exalted or in its own sign. Mars is positioned in 3, 6, 10th or 11th house. Mars is with Sun or Jupiter. Weak condition. If it's debilitated, if it's with lord of 6, 8, 12th houses and not friend of ascendant. If it is placed in 8 or 12th house, if it's with Saturn. Neutral condition. When both the good and weak conditions manifest in the horoscope, then we can say that Mars is in neutral condition. Example 1. Good condition. Fourth house lord Saturn in the ascendant and in exchange with the ascendant lord Mars making the fourth house strong. Mars, the significator of house with land, is in the fourth house with benefic planet Jupiter. Conclusion. She is living in big home and owns multiple properties. Example of weak condition. In this horoscope, we can see harsh planet Rahu in the fourth house and fourth house lord Mars in debilitated condition and is in combination with 6th house lord Mercury and 8th house lord the Sun. This native is struggling to build his home or buying apartment, though he has a good amount of money. Example of neutral. Fourth house in exalted condition in the horoscope but in 12th house, not a good position. Mars significator of land in its exalted position and in 3rd house, deeming that Mars is in excellent condition in the horoscope. Conclusion. Stability of home is missing, however, land is good wherever this individual lives, he lives in good luxury. Natural significator Venus for apartments. We will divide Venus in 3 categories: good, weak and neutral. Rules for good condition. Venus is in exalted condition or in its own sign. Venus in 1st, 2nd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 9th, 11th or 12th houses. It should not be in a debilitated condition. Venus with Mercury, Rahu and Saturn. Venus aspected by Jupiter, Mercury in the horoscope. Weak. If it is debilitated, if it is with Ketu and Mars, if it's in 6th or 8th house, if it is badly combust. Badly combust means within 3 degree. Neutral. If both the rules of good and weak manifest for Venus, we can say that Venus is in neutral condition in the horoscope. Venus and 4th house in good condition. 4th house Lord Venus in 4th house. Venus with Mercury. Venus aspected by soft planet Jupiter. Venus not in combust position. Conclusion. Here 4th house and 4th house Lord Venus are in a strong position. This lady lives in a big apartment surrounded by greenery and owns multiple apartments. Weak condition. 4th house is weak and it has Rahu position in it. 4th house Lord Mars is debilitated. Venus is in 6th house. All the condition for weak Venus and 4th house are there in this horoscope. Neutral. The 4th house is aspected by the 4th house Lord Mars. Venus natural significator for apartment is in malefic Caesar yoga. Natural significator Venus is in a debilitated condition and aspected by Saturn. Conclusion. This individual does not have a nice apartment of his own. Now, after the analysis of home, we will look at the other areas of the 4th house, mother and happiness in the horoscope. Mother. So, here we will analyze following: 4th house condition, 4th lord condition and moon condition. We have already learned rule for 4th house and 4th condition in the topic house. The rule will remain the same. But here moon, which is natural significator of mother and emotion, it will take a very important role in analyzing mother. So, we will analyze the moon's condition, which is the natural significator of the mother as well as the general happiness of an individual. We will divide it in 3 categories: good, weak and neutral. Condition for good: moon in exalted condition and in its own sign. Moon in 1st, 2nd, 3rd, 4th, 5th, 7th, 9 and 11 houses of the horoscope. Moon with Mars and Jupiter in the horoscope. Moon aspected by soft planet Venus, Jupiter and Mercury in the horoscope. Moon in benefic Caesar yoga, soft planet Mercury, Venus and Jupiter on the either side of the moon. Also moon in conjunction with Jupiter, Venus and Mercury, it's a good combination. Weak category: moon in debilitated condition, moon with Rahu, Ketu or Saturn, moon in conjunction with malefic planet Saturn, Rahu and Ketu or aspected by Saturn in horoscope, moon in 6th, 8th or 12th house, moon in Kemandram yoga. Example of good condition: the moon is in its own house, Cancer, and Kemandra is getting cancelled. 4th house Lord Venus in 4th house. Venus is with Mercury, soft planet. Venus is aspected by the soft planet Jupiter. 4th house is strong in this, indicating that native will get full support, love and benefits from the mother, and mother is emotionally very strong. Example for weak condition: moon is positioned in the 6th house. Rahu is positioned in the 4th house. 4th house Lord Mars is debilitated. Neutral condition: if both the conditions good and weak manifest in the horoscope, we will consider it a neutral position of the moon in the horoscope. Example of neutral: the moon, which is the natural significator of the mother, in debilitated state and is aspected by Saturn, which makes it weak. But 4th house is strong as 4th house Lord Mars is aspecting its own 4th house. Conclusion: this individual have received the benefits and love from mother. However, the mother has been struggling with health. Also, this individual suffers from emotional instability every now and then because of the condition of the moon. Venus as a significator of vehicles. Rules. Rules will be the same as for houses which we learned earlier for Venus. 4th house, we will see Venus as a natural significator for vehicles. So, we will analyze 4th house Lord and Venus as a natural significator. Let's take some practical examples. Example of good condition. Venus is in own house Libra, Venus with exalted Saturn, 4th house Lord Mercury in exalted condition, 4th house significator, the moon aspecting the 4th house. So, 4th house natural significator is the moon. Conclusion. By the way, this is the horoscope of the Bill Gates, one of the richest men of the world, and his house is very well done and it's a talk of the town. Example of weak category. Venus, the natural significator of vehicle, is with Ketu. Venus 4th house lord is with Ketu. The 4th house is aspected by the harsh planet Saturn. Moon, the natural significator of the 4th house, is also in debilitated condition in the horoscope. Let's move to servant. So, here we will again analyze 4th house lord, and natural significator of servant is Saturn. So, now we analyze the significator of domestic servant Saturn and its condition. We will divide into three categories: good, weak and neutral. Good, Saturn in exalted position in the horoscope, Saturn in directional strength in the horoscope, Saturn in 3, 6 or 11th houses, Saturn in own sign in the horoscope, and Saturn in Digbala is also very strong. Saturn not with Rahu, Ketu or Mars, Saturn with benefic planets like Mercury, Venus and Jupiter. Weak condition. Saturn in debilitated condition, Saturn with Mars and Ketu, Saturn aspected by Mars. Neutral condition. If both the good and weak conditions manifest, then we can say that Saturn is in neutral condition in that horoscope. Example of strong Saturn. Saturn, the natural significator, is in the 10th house in a very strong position. Moon, the natural significator of the 4th house, is in 4th house. 4th house lord, the sun, is positioned in the 9th house. Example of weak Saturn. Saturn, the natural significator of servants, is in a debilitated condition in the horoscope. Moon, natural significator of the 4th house, is in a debilitated condition. 4th house lord, Venus, in conjunction with Ketu. Conclusion. This person always face problems with servants. Neutral Saturn. The 4th house lord Saturn in exalted condition in the horoscope. The 4th house is under no malefic influence. Natural significator of 4th house, the moon, is aspected by soft planet Venus and Mercury. Conclusion. Servants have been good but not stable for this individual. Thank you very much for your attention. See you in the next class. Thank you.